Hello, and we are returning to the Victoria 2 Concert of Europe mod Let's Play. Now there has been a bit of a discrepancy since the last time we left off. Now, if you remember in the last episode, we did have the instant election, where we got rid of the Whig Party, and we ended the video with a conservative government. Now for some reason when I've loaded up this save, which was saved under the Conservative Party, for some reason the Whigs are back, these Liberals are in power again, and we have to get them out again, because the next election is 1826. So we're gonna hold that now, and looks like it's for some reason an estimated 100% victory for the Nationalists. That's kind of funny. I'd like to see that happen. We're gonna have to put all this down, because for some reason the Whigs can't handle such prices. And our taxes are rubbish. So we're gonna go ahead and start the timer. There it goes. So, as I said, we're going to discuss war in this episode, and that is indeed the case. For some reason, the Sikhs are invading Ladakh. This place is called Sindh, so now I know. We're going to go ahead and start putting a war justification on the Sikhs. We're going to go ahead and decrease our relations over time with them. And we're also considering going to war with the Lesotho or the Xhosa. I think that's how that's said. I looked it up on Google. I think it said Xhosa. We're also going to need to recruit... What am I doing? See, we really need to recruit artillery in England, because we have absolutely nothing. We have no artillery whatsoever. And it's kind of sad. So we're gonna go ahead and build that up here, and 2 more cavalry, I believe. I think I'll make them Irish. And what else do we need here? I want 1 more infantry. I'm gonna make the infantry Scottish. We can have the Highlanders. Because this army is not going to stay here. This is going to be shipped down to South Africa to deal with the expansion against Lesotho. I think we're going to go for them first. Yeah, I can actually justify this war now. That's lovely. Oh. So I don't really need to recruit these Highlanders then. They're not actually Highlanders, they're British regulars, but because they're recruited in Scotland, I'm saying they're Highlanders. We can get rid of these newspapers. We're actually going to move these troops from Cape Town over to... how do you say that? Graf Rheinet? I'm just going to say it like that. Why are you going to go through that? You people stupid or something? And these Canadian troops, I'm putting them in Hamilton. I'm eventually going to have quite an army situated in the Canadian colonies there, because the US is going to get uppity. I just know they are. So, put it all up, and here we go. Oh no, hold on, wait. Because I'm a dumb idiot. I didn't start justifying my war. Make puppet. Do I want to make them a puppet? Demand concession. Well, I'm gonna go for the concession. So there we have demand concession from Lesotho. And as I said, we're going to continue on. Wait for all these things to recruit here in England. And this election, too. The first minister is appointed. He is a true aristocrat. Well, I'm sure he'll be perfect for the job. And that's, the religious policy, the national... Oh my god. Ho ho ho. Well, yeah. I think we're gonna go for, oh, it's not here, so some measure of secularization is essential. Anger against the government, oh dear. The UK has its share of problems, and as the current election gets underway, there's a sense among many that the current government is to blame. Justified or not, that anger has instilled a sense that a regime change may be in the offing. Those who previously had never considered voting for any other party than the one in power are now considering doing just that. We shall see. And I do hope the nationalists win. Claiming Australia. The vast territories of Australia promise to form the foundation of a mighty Pacific empire for Britain. We must solidify our hold on this continent before any other power can challenge us. We must claim Australia. Wow, we gain Palmerston. And we can indeed create a protectorate from that. Isn't that lovely? We get an event for such a thing. Wow. That's pleasant. What is this? A Danish alliance. I feel the Danes would pull us into a war against the Prussians. And I don't want to fight a bunch of German people and their states. So I'm going to decline you. I'll make my own allies. Crop rotation in southeast England. Wonderful. Ah, things are coming up. Oh wow. Religious policy and state sponsorship. The renovation of a local church, using public money, has become a hot topic in the local election. Supporters of the project argue that some government support for religion will help preserve not only faith among the people, and thus a local vanguard against the forces of revolution, while opponents argue that the state must not intervene in matters of private religiosity. What's... The nationalists say moralism. That's that. Of course the church must be renovated. I'm only selecting these choices because I want the nationalists in power. It's, oh, hello. I hate the fact that it doesn't drag because of this lag. There we go, that's great. Oh, maidenware. Protectionism. Support the campaign wholeheartedly. Sweden. Sweden wants an alliance. Yes, I could do an alliance with them. They barely get into any war, so I don't gotta worry about being dragged into anything. The political campaign, support the reactionary parties. Our trade must be protected. Portugal, Brazil. Portugal, Brazil wants an alliance. Do I really need you? Well, they are here in Africa. But I feel if they go to war with Spain... Actually, a war with Spain could be a good thing. I mean, I could take Cuba and Puerto Rico. And maybe even take a bit of the Philippines, I don't know. But this 33,000 right next to Gibraltar isn't very inviting. And I don't have an army. Well... you know what, I'm gonna take it for now. And if I do get an offer for joining a war on their side or something, I'll just deny it, really. These are all moving, am I... No, they're not. Get in there. Economy debated. Yes, state capitalism. Where is that? It's nowhere. Let do and let pass. Because that's an equal between both of the options there. Oh my. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff. Well, where is our transport fleet? Why are you people not together? 22. We got here. Yeah. I'm gonna actually go ahead and try and merge all my transport ships. I'm gonna put them here. And bring this fleet over, yes. This is indeed what we're going to do. Bar fight turned bloody. A group of young officers have started a bar fight over a prostitute in a local tavern and proceeded to kill 3 lower-class workers. Well, a sham trial in the military court has found all the officers innocent, and the lower classes are infuriated. If we put them up for retrial in a civil court, the lower classes will be appeased, but the image of the military will be hurt. And in this case, it's between justice and favoritism. The right thing would be a retrial, but that crops up anti-military. Let's go for this. Put the other lower class workers on trial instead. So here we have the boats. Merge these up. And can you all fit? Yes, you can. Marvelous. So I'm gonna select a route for you, which doesn't take you too far from the shore. Because you're going all the way down to South Africa, my little friends. Danes? And here you go, my people. Have a lovely holiday in Cape Town. And in fact, we're going to bring this one frigate, that's sad, down here to meet up with that fleet. So this army can actually get divided up when it gets there, which is a marvelous thing. Support the reactionaries. Economic policy. State capitalism, please. Oh, we have rebels organizing, do we? Irish nationalists? What blasphemy is this? The barracks from hell. Wretched conditions for our soldiers. The deplorable conditions of a barracks has become the subject of a widely read local newspaper. Maggot-infested and rotten food, charming, along with faulty arms and ammunition, sounds like the present British Army, has led to numerous injuries and outbreaks of disease. The barracks is supplied by a highly connected group of aristocrats and capitalists who are pressuring the government to ignore the matter. Doing so will greatly upset the local soldiers. If we launch an official investigation, the public will surely demand greater spending and oversight for military supply. Well, what, move our cattle to another barracks? What the hell type of a response is that? Only this, what? We cannot allow this to continue. We must have good conditions for our military. And there we go. We got our cause of war. And we took no infamy. Tariff policies. Raise the tariffs. Protectionism. Ta-da! Conservatives gain power. Yes. These Irish nationalists, I am not certain they will live very long. We're going to go ahead and put the taxes up on them. I don't like taxing the middle class. They never seem to have what they need. And that's up. Military spending. Because we have the greatest economy in the world and are able to maintain our military, we're going to do that. Conservatives declare victory. Isn't it a marvelous thing? No more terrible liberals. And I think now we can also begin our claim against the Sikhs. Indeed we can. A new factory. Naturally, it can only be a good thing. We're going to justify the war here. This must be a thing. I think I'm going to do the make puppet goal. Just because it probably is the best option. Attack on the workhouse. Enraged over their social situation, the lack of work, and the government's policies, an angry mob of unemployed workers, spurred on by agitation from local troublemakers, has attacked the workhouse in one of our provinces. Several workhouse buildings have been looted, and bread and supplies to a total value of several thousands have been stolen. Local officials have been swift in putting down the attack, and in arresting the ringleaders, but this incident will have a lasting effect for years. What directives do we give the cabinet on the issue? What is the government's position? Well, I don't want liberals. This was an unprovoked attack. We've just been getting rid of the liberals. I don't want anything to bring them back. They're the most annoying political party in Victoria too. Colonial policy debated. And while I fully respect my colleague from the loyal opposition, I still cannot help but to question his motives in again and again bringing up the subject of the expenses of the colonial office. The colonies are a cornerstone of government policy, and worth paying for. The colonies are making headlines in the UK again, following a fierce debate in the upper house. Members of the opposition have argued in favour of a reduction of the budget allotted to the colonial office, and both they and majority MPs have conducted major offensives in the upper house to try and convince swing voters and aisle crossers to come out in support of their respective policies. Conservative arguments prevail, of course. A disloyal regiment, oh. A colonial regiment in one of our states threatens to spring into open rebellion, following dissatisfaction over being led by British commanders. Suck it up. According to military reports, the native recruits have had a hard time adapting to the strict military discipline of a modern army. Lazy natives need to learn to adapt. Yeah, because I'm not losing the prestige, I'm sorry. Inspectionism. Something like that. Introspectionism. Let's go for the Army Command Principle. After all, we are going to be going to war. Claiming Rupert's Land. British fur traders with the Hudson's Bay Company have worked in these lands for a century. We should extend our political control into the West, before our neighbors beat us to it. Indeed, we must claim the Hudson's Bay Company. Rupert's Land. Is this... Where is this place we took? This. Pembina. It's not fair. The U.S. is colonizing, and I can't move myself. Why? Why you do this? Let's go to the naval map mode. We have millions of dollars, I'm not kidding. And we are indeed going to construct naval bases, because these will help us greatly in getting colonial points. So yes, it is a marvelous thing to do. Let's put this one? Actually, yeah, you can put in the top one there. And the west too. Let's go for Vancouver Island. And oh, we can actually put them down here. Belize. Anywhere else? Yes. Trinidad. And let's put it in Antigua. And down here, apparently. What the heck? Pronunciations. No, thank you. Let's put this naval base here. We can actually do one here. Let me guess, India. Yep, of course. Lots in India. I'm gonna put this one in here. And this, I think right in the middle. Gimme. And of course, Ceylon down here. We're gonna put that in Colombo because there's already boats there. Let's put that one there. I like the positioning of this province, so I'm gonna stuff it in there. Calcutta. Calcutta definitely needs a naval base. And Cuttack. Might as well put it in Jessore too. Oh, look at this. The Andaman Islands. I'm gonna shove things here. Oh, I didn't know I owned this. Things you find out. Oh wow. We can certainly put stuff in Australia. Get stuff in Tasmania there. Build yourselves, please. And this one which we somehow acquired. And of course, we already have tons of ports built up there, and don't need to worry about that right now. Where's our fleet? Well, it's getting there. Yes, we gain Winnipeg. That's marvelous. Whoa. We gain Brandon. So I'm assuming we gain all of our Western Canadian colonies through these acquisition events. Local business fails. Oh well. I guess we will support the business. Try and kick him back up. I don't know. Do something nice. Come on, people, get in. You're so slow. Jeez. British economy cools. Well, a recent string of very public failures in the British industrial sector have led to a cooling of the economy, with bullish conditions ending earlier than was previously forecast. So be it. And we've gained our thing against the Sikhs, and we weren't discovered. That's marvelous. Wow, I'm surprised Cape Town can actually handle all that. Yes, okay, so what we're doing here... Let's actually no, why do you insist on going all the way there? Bring these troops to Cape Town. Because we're going to merge these forces together and I'm going to split them up accordingly. It is a rather large army. I don't think they even have things capable of fighting. 52,000 men alone. And now we're adding 6,000 more. Tragedy at the coal mine. How unfortunate. Oh geez, yes. The province is not capable of holding such things. What? Well, I don't know. So we're gonna balance it. Okay then. Do we not have a leader for this? Marvelous. Get over there, people. Oh my god, it is so slow. In the drunk tank? More and more social, religious, and educational institutions in the UK, primarily from the educated middle classes, are coming to see the influence of alcohol on our society as a moral and social wrong. Pointing at the effects and costs in terms of broken homes, windows, and spirits, they urge temperance, with some even going so far as to support calls for outright prohibition. Brewery owners in one of our provinces are concerned by the development and wish to see their future privilege to sell and manufacture alcohol guaranteed. Well, that's... Hey, what's it worth to you? Yes, we are indeed. Wow, this is so slow. Come on. What? The return of the king. When the Burmese army seized control of Assam, the Ahom king fled westward into our territory. There's the timer, but I'm going to quickly do this event. Burma's rulers would very much like to have him in custody, so as to eliminate a credible challenge to their sovereignty in Assam. We've taken in the fugitive king, however, since his survival seems likely to destabilize Burma's new holdings. But now a Burmese envoy has come to Calcutta, demanding the king's extradition. He offers nothing in return but friendship, and hints at war if we refuse. This guy's threatening to kill us. If the Empire's attention is needed elsewhere, we could deliver the king and keep the peace. You know what? I don't care. I really don't. And I'm not going to lose prestige. Decline and await provocation. So we are indeed at war with Burma. And I'm... Can I catch you? 13th August? No, I can't. Oh well. Let's get in there. Let's bring these people down. Come on, everyone. No. We're gonna go kill things. And what else have we got around here? We have this army, which I'm just going to use to go capture that. Well, it looks like we've got a war on our hands, which we shall address in part 3. So for now, we shall leave it at this, and the organization of our forces in South Africa. Tally ho!